Hello, and welcome to my channel where we may be dazed, but we are not confused. We are going to do a Find Your Oasis reading for the sign of Pisces. So, the purpose of this reading is to help you get some inspiration and insight into a difficult circumstance that you may find yourself. And this circumstance may make you feel as if you are in a desert, barren place. And when we go through these types of places on our journey, it can feel as if we don't have support. It can feel as if we are kind of on our own. It can feel as if we don't have water and food, but we have to keep going while the sun is just beating down on us. And so, what I want to look at is why it is that you are in a desert place, what it feels like for you, what you're possibly here to learn in this space, what you need to do or what you can do to try to take a step in the direction of finding a personal oasis for you. And this oasis will be a place of healing, integration, and some reprieve from the things that you're dealing with. And we'll take a look at what that might feel like for you. All right. So, looking at your cards, it appears that the reason that you are in a desert space is because you have a desire, a very strong desire and wish to do things in a way that are outside of the box. Um, you want to go outside of the norms of the ways in which people typically maybe work, the ways in which people create things for themselves. And I feel like you have this sense that if you just tune into yourself and you just trust and you believe in your desires and you believe in your wishes and you believe in your hopes, that that will come true, that that will work for you. And I get the sense that this has worked for you in the past. But I'm picking up like a cycle maybe either coming to an end, or there's like this sense of you've been trying for a period of years to do this and it wasn't working, but now you're getting to a space where you believe that it can come to fruition, but it hasn't happened yet. And you're coming out of a space of recognizing how long you may have been working on something in particular, or you may have wanted to do something and it just wasn't really working out. And that, in and of itself, for you, feels like a dry, barren place, particularly if you're used to being able to have things pan out the way that you want them to. And it's not quite doing that in the way in which you are normally accustomed to. Um, the reason that you are feeling this desert or what it feels like being in this desert is I get the sense that you just don't feel like you're in alignment maybe with yourself. There's you might have a blockage. I feel like there's a blockage that is occurring, an energy maybe within your chakras because I have the star in reverse. And for me, with the star in the upright, this is a person who is able to, who is in alignment so that they can also be in tune with themselves emotionally, psychologically, physically, all of that. It all kind of flows. And I feel like because of this, I feel like because this alignment feels as if it is off, you may feel as if you're kind of, you might be experiencing some level of abundance, but you feel as if it's like a wandering path. Like you are, there are these times when you get a lot of abundance, and there's these times when you feel as if things are working the way that you want them to. However, it's not really taking you in the direction that your soul wants you to go. So with this star in reverse, I feel like that's what's being said here is that the things that you're wishing for, I feel like what it is that you're wishing upon a star. All right, that's what I'm really picking up strongly. This is very heavy star energy. So you're wishing upon a star, and the star is you. You're wishing upon yourself. And when you make these wishes, you're being granted the things that you want. But what you feel and what you're recognizing, because this is a desert reading, is that the things that you're wishing for are not the things that are in alignment with what you actually want. And you may have been doing this for, quite some time, like a period of, I'm seeing like almost a decade, maybe 8 to 9 years of these wishes. So I'm looking at these pentacles, and that's how they're coming out to me. And with them being in the reverse, it's kind of like the things that you're getting are not things that are in alignment with your soul or your highest purpose. They're more in alignment with the star in reverse, which would be maybe your lower mind or your lower self. The things that are not necessarily bad in and of themselves, but out of balance with what your soul is actually wanting. It can be, because it takes you off of the path of listening to that part of yourself that wants to direct your path and bring you to your highest joy, your highest fulfillment. Um, and I feel like there's just this sense of not being fulfilled because it's not panning out, because it's not what you want. You're getting the wishes and the things that you're trying to manifest, or the things that you're doing are working, but it's not what you actually want. And so it has you in a space of feeling like you're just on this wandering path, and you're feeling as if it is a journey that you're on and you're enjoying it, but I feel like it's also, it feels like a wandering place. I'm thinking of the parable of wandering in the desert for 40 years, in the story of Exodus, where the people were trying to get to the promised land. So I get this sense that, you're like Moses and the Israelites that had, or the Hebrews that had come out of Egypt, trying to find your way to, and this is a parable, of course, but trying to find your way to that place, the promised land, which is that place that you specifically want to be in. The promised land will be different for different people. All right. So for the people that lived in Egypt, that they were leaving that land, Egypt is the promised land for all kinds of reasons. That's their home base. That's what they know. That's their culture. They have a legacy and history there. For the people that had lived there for so long, that wasn't the promised land. They were looking for other things. They were looking for autonomy. They were looking for a sense of their own. They want to manifest their own destiny. They wanted to create their own culture, create their own way of living. And with this Eight of Pentacles in reverse, that energy heavily speaks to me towards someone who is trying to work in a way that is outside of the box, and maybe feeling as if you're boxed in and you don't want to do things in a traditional way. And so leaving behind an established system to do something that's completely new, completely um, go into an untamed place like a desert and have to kind of get through it to find this place that you're not quite sure exists. You don't know where it's at, but you know that there has to be something somewhere that you're going towards. Very much speaks towards this energy of being on a wandering path, and trying to get to a specific place that you may not be sure of what it looks like, but you just know it has to be there. So I hope that makes sense. But let's take a look at what it is that you are supposed to learn here in this space. And the card that I have for you is the Child card. All right. So this is from the Mystical Shaman Oracle deck. And I want to read directly from the book because it has really good insights. And I feel like it's best to give it directly. All right. And the number for this card is 7. So that may have some significance because I'm seeing the 7 here, and then with the 2 tarot cards, 8 and 9, with the 8 of Pentacles and then the 9 of Cups. All right. So 7, 8, 9. I feel like this is connected to your sense of feeling like you're in a wandering lost place, and a sense of not being able to connect completely with the fullness of who you are in order to bring into your experience a life and the types of things that you want to experience based off of that. So let's look at this and see what it says. So the essence of this card is that the child knows the way to joy and happiness. The child offers the return of a second innocence, a time born of wisdom and not of naivete. This card allows you to correct your course and offers you a second chance. It brings you the possibility of redemption and entering heaven while on earth. The invitation for this card is that the child is here to release you from the habit of being yourself and to help you acquire a beginner's mind so that you can see life as if for the first time. Remain open to learning and discovery. Who is your spouse or partner today? Can you see them with fresh eyes? Who is looking back at you in the mirror this morning? Become a mystery unto yourself and reconnect with a sense of childlike wonder. The medicine or healing aspect of this card is that the child comes to show you how to you how you can correct the course of your life without being punished. Set yourself free from your conditioning for suffering. You were born unfettered and happy, and can be so again if you make the choice right now. The child will help you climb out of the hole that you may have dug yourself into to recover your sense of play. All right. So let's take a look at the flower or the feather card that I have for you. And the purpose of the feather card is to offer a sense of guidance for what you can do to get yourself out of a situation where you might feel like you're wandering and lost and having some kind of tribulation experience. And it kind of shows you how you can take steps to get towards a place of healing and integration, which for us is going to be our oasis. So, the type of feather I have for you is the white turkey. So it says, the power to heal the earth is within you. So let's take a look at this feather and we'll read the message directly out the book again. All right. So, white turkey. The turkey has long been a symbol of abundance, wisdom, earth, and giving back. The symbolism is enhanced by the color white, the color of healing and purity. White turkey, therefore, is the symbol for healing the earth and our call to earth healing. The turkey in North America is most commonly a symbol of the harvest, the abundance of the season, and a turkey that is sacrificed as the give back to feed the group. The white turkey is not so common and calls us to recognize the uniqueness of this symbol and the power of its message. The white turkey brings with it the message that the earth is calling for healing now. Your connection to the earth and your need and desire to receive healing will be divinely guided. As you focus on earth healing, whether through environmentalism, blessing the land and water, or contributing to preservation efforts, you will assist in healing your own personal earth energies. These may be related to abundance, to your physical body, or to family issues. The white turkey comes to assist you as a mirror. As we heal the earth, we heal ourselves. So the energies that you would work with this are earth-based healing, abundance, and divine wisdom. So the element is earth and air, and the season for this would be fall. So color is white for purity and healing. Your affirmation is that I am open to receive the divine abundance and healing of the earth. Okay. So your oasis, what that looks like for you as you would move towards it, is a feeling of being worthy. Okay, the card says, I am worthy. So let's read and see what the message is for that, or the affirmation is for that. Without question, I am trusting my purpose and my heart, that I am worthy of being in this moment. I have been given the gift of stardust and the heavens. All right. So, just putting this all together, this really speaks to that sense that we said, this heavy star energy in the form of stardust. And to me, this is about the importance of your existence, not for anything that you do, not for anything that other people validate you for, but just because you are here, that your creation, your experience here is important just because of that. And being able to heal some of the experiences that maybe have been experienced either in childhood, or a sense of maybe living through experiences that make you feel as if you don't deserve that, or that you are not worthy, or that you have somehow lost the right to be happy or to be able to manifest the things that you want to live in this life. I'm picking up like a image of like self-sabotage, like you're punishing yourself for things that you may feel that you have done that preclude you from living a life that is going to be in alignment with what you truly want. And so because of that, your desert situation that you're in, this feeling of, I'm going to create things, but they're not really what I want, could be you sabotaging yourself because you don't feel like you really deserve it. So you're going around yourself, and it's kind of like that image of being in the desert for 40 years, where the people were going around a mountain rather than getting to the promised land. Like they were just going in circles. So I get the image of you walking in circles in order to prevent yourself from getting where you need to go, because there's this belief that you have that you're not worthy of it. And so, with this healing of just recognizing your personal value, recognizing that everybody makes mistakes, not no one is perfect, and people go through things, and giving yourself some forgiveness, allowing yourself to forgive yourself for whatever it is that you may have experienced or done, will allow you to get to a place where you can stop going around the mountain and begin to take a direct path and follow your star, which is you, to your promised land, because you are worthy of experiencing that in your life. All right, Pisces, that is what I have for you. I hope that this was helpful for you. Thank you for joining me on this channel where we may be days, but we are not confused. Until the next video, goodbye.